Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. There goes our train we rode at the end of the previous episode. And we're going to see what the line rate is like on that today. UI is up very early on today. Winners of this competition, you were not alone. There were 3 other winners as well. YouTube, 3 correct answers. I don't know. It was thrown in the held for review pile. I don't tend to go in that folder in behind the scenes in YouTube because there are correctly tons of bots in there. So things are working there, but unfortunately and occasionally it will grab your comments and throw them in there. So I have a plan to address that because it's unfair, isn't it? There should have been 3 extra names in the hat rather than draw them again, because that's set in stone now. The Anglo-Saxon line and the 2 trains. Who is it? It is Paul and it's Bob, isn't it, as well? Paul and Bob, yes. So we've got Paul, Bob and Anglo-Saxon over there. And over here, we're going to have 3 more. Now, the problem is, are we going to need 2 trains or 3? It would be nice to get away with 2. Whether it's too much for a single Class 9000 is debatable, but given that it's limited to 50 mile an hour, we could add another engine on there, which would make a lot of sense. So I think possibly 2 trains might be the way to go, because we want some nice long trains, don't we, on here? I don't know what the actual line rate's going to be yet. 206 is not correct, I don't think, because this hasn't been running long, has it? Right. Winners. Also winners. 3 extra. Before you got done dirty by YouTube. We're going to rename the line. It's the Providence Fuel Corridor, which is now... This is going to sound great. I did roll the dice again. We're now having the John Taylor Fuel Corridor. Congratulations, John. You also won. I'm going to chase down this train. I could pause it, but I'm not going to. I'm going over here to name the trains because there's stuff going on over the bridge. There we go. We've got some traffic. Perfect. Right. Waiting for free path on the John Taylor Fuel Corridor. A new industry. No. Too busy. It's near Phoenix somewhere. We have Barry. 24. There we go. Congratulations, Barry. 24. You are now a train on the John Taylor Fuel Corridor. I like John Taylor Fuel Corridor. It's got a ring to it, hasn't it? I like this. Yeah. We're going to have to name everything, and we'll have to think of competitions to do it, because I will keep an eye on the held for review folder next time. And finally, our next train is Marcus 117. Congratulations, Marcus, Barry and John. You join Anglo-Saxon, Bob and Paul. There we go. Now it's all fair. Yes, I learned a lesson. I will babysit the held for review a little more. I'm not going to complain though, because as I mentioned earlier, it is working as intended 99% of the time. So we don't get flooded with dodgy bots and spam and stuff all over the channel. Oh, yeah, this was mentioned a few episodes ago, and I completely forgot about it until we were riding the train through here, and we had to wait for our iron train. While we do have a signal at the end of the platform, no, you're not going to demonstrate. We don't have one actually entering the main line down there, which I would prefer. So we have a closer signal to the actual switch itself. I mean, he will wait at the moment, but he'll wait in a bizarre position. I don't like that. So let's quickly pause that a second. Let's get us all that talking, Grant. And you could have done it, but now we're in the red. I'm not taking out $500,000 to place a signal that costs 3k, even though it'd only take us a little bit over 0. We've got trains everywhere, haven't we? I was going to say, you know what else we could do? Upgrade the crossing, but again, we don't have any money. Can we upgrade the crossing? We can. Does it cost money? It does. 16k. That's pricey. Well, actually, it's not that bad, is it? For a complete new crossing, an electronic crossing, I think, with a gate as well. So, yeah, that's not too bad. Well, would it be electric these days? Maybe. We've got electric trains, don't we? And we'll have catenary if we decided to go that way, which I'm okay sticking with steam. I all too often just breeze past the steam era. This is going to look much better when we can afford it. When we've got a bit of room either side of the track, we'll make it all look rocky. On the sides, trim the trees back. There goes our coal train on the way back. I don't know whether later on there's stuff we could maybe take back that way. I can't think of anything that would be useful. There's only grain. What else is there? Grain and... well, there's iron here. Only grain and stone, isn't there? Yeah, it'll be going out of its way doing that. You just got to take your empties back and deal with it. Waiting game it is. Do we have a big payday on the way anywhere? I'm hoping you're on the way down the helix, aren't you? Or are you on the way up? Is that up or down? I think it's down. It's down. It's hard to tell. Well, it's not if you remember which way they run up and which way they run down. So what is that? Anti-clockwise is down. And clockwise is up. That's anti-clockwise, right? Yeah. Big payday. That's going to be multiple millions. It's also, hopefully, going to update our line rate data here. Oh, look at that. 405. That's what it's going to fluctuate around. I'm hoping then we're getting up to speed over at our oil well here, which we are. Platform is nice and empty. We shouldn't see any blue numbers here if we've done this correctly. That's what I'm hoping anyway. I think we might set up some trucking here just to make some steel. We might wait until it warns us that one of these might close, if it does indeed do that. And then we can kind of race against the clock, can't we? You know what I mean? We've got no money yet until this 9,000 gets into the station, but then we'll have an abundance of money. Are we going to run with just two? I think we are, aren't we? America. Long freight trains. Makes a lot of sense. Especially down a long freight corridor. Even though they've got to do this. I would like them to sort of loop round on themselves if possible. That would be kind of cool. And depending what the line rate ends up. There we go. It's already crept up a little bit to 210. We can half figure out or guesstimate how long we need them. But we need the money first, don't we? But how much have you got stored on there right now? 153. That's starting to become quite the pickup, isn't it, on the way back? I like that. Our line rate in town is only like 60 something. We need to check up on that as well. There we go. Now we've got 7.2 million. Look at that. Yes, from being in quite a bit of debt to having 7.2 million to play with. And you're going to be taking back quite a healthy payment. There we go, 9.5 million. Money everywhere. And away you go. Has that changed the line rate out of... yeah, there we go. It's creeping up. Is that another payday coming in? It is. Look at this. This is perfect. Is that... oh, come on. Are you crossing at the station? We didn't need any of this double tracked. Well, that's kind of nice. No, we did, didn't we? Look, you're already using this bit double tracked. Yeah, no, this is perfect, isn't it? We could even have a little passenger service run from Chesapeake up to Beaumont. Because this is not quite as aggressive as some of our grades. It still goes up a bit though. We might need to just cross over the top. That means we could possibly extend the eastern corridor from here. We do have the room to kind of hug down this mountainside. We wouldn't have the distance to get down from that point to here, but somewhere over there we could maybe have like a race section of track that we go and meet with our passenger line. Oh, there's an idea. Anyway, we're going to let that run and we're going to think about getting up to Montgomery here. And this section should be quite interesting because what I'm thinking, we have some sort of T-junction over this side and our trains can split and head. This would be kind of a connection between the west and the east over here, but not quite. I feel like the actual western corridor is going to start down this end at Montgomery, run down the river here, past Phoenix, continue down by the side of the river, and all the way to Athens, probably. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how high Athens is. It's up there, isn't it? I mean, technically it doesn't need to go to Athens, but we could maybe go round here and make it up there. Yeah, but should we see if we can't get this bridge made? Now, where do we want this to go? We want it to go obviously straight and just head like that. Now, we could curve a little bit, but I feel like maintaining this angle to get up here all the way up to Montgomery might be beneficial for us. It does make going the other way a bit tricky, but we could start branching off straight that way, perhaps. So it's a bit of a Y and then a double bridge. So the other one would head sort of that way. If we can get it at 50, it doesn't matter if it isn't 50, but ooh, does that leave us enough room to get back in though? That's the question. Not quite, does it? I'm a little bit worried about our money going down, but at the same time I want to get that line rate up to date. So I'm gonna draw this and risk it a little bit. Right, get in there. I would like this a bit longer because I feel like some of our trains might be a bit longer. This will be possibly used. I'm not sure it will, you know, thinking about it. It might be. Debatable. Right, can you go in there? You're a bit wonky compared to the other side, but do I really mind? Not really. We have the option where we use this side only for stuff coming from the transfer up there. Yes. Meaning the bridge could head off that way. Have we left that too much of an angle, perhaps? No, I think that's going to be alright. Let's keep that straight. We'll draw it, see what it looks like. You can see our money's already ploughing into zero land. Now, could we... I know this isn't necessary, but could we have a little bit of a viaduct and then into an iron bridge? If it looks nice, I'll keep it. Because we're going to stay at 50 for a while. And can we do the same here? I'm hoping so. A new factory, a new chemical plant at Palmdale. Where's that? Ooh, right by the lake there. Okay, maybe. We might be able to do something with that. Let's continue our fantastic whatever this is going to end up being over the river here. So this bit, I know it's a bit of a long bridge. I would like that to be like that over the actual river itself. It doesn't look too bad. Oh, I like that. I've seen quite a lot of this. We have the original stone bridge and they keep it as a viaduct. And then they strengthen the bridge going across the water. This one's going to be at a strange angle to go up that way, isn't it? Yeah, but do we need access here? I think we design it as though we are going to need access there. So that goes across there. So there's our twin bridges. Now, I want to keep it straight. Or could we have a curved viaduct? We'll go with it slowing down. I don't mind it because the way that's going over the road is almost pleasant. We get that lined up correctly at 40. We want 40-ish, don't we? Well, we want to do the inside line first. I kind of like it. If we can get that at 40 there, and then we add this over. Why won't you connect? That is sad. Come on, there we go. Now you're connected. The reason I've got these at the same height and we're not going down yet is because once we've got to the point where we're going to meet the ground over here, I would like to have a straight through track as well that joins these to the other end. So like a big triangle type thing going on. There we go. Now we should be able to head up there somewhere. I'd like to keep that. We don't need it at 70, but we might as well. 75. Let's go full speed. I would prefer to cut in here. So if we can afford it. Oh, look at our money going up. I'm going to make a cut in into the cliff, and then we're going to flatten the other side, and we'll push the other side back a little bit. I prefer that. It's going to cost us more, but I like it. Right, this is going to continue round, but we're going to turn this into an embankment instead, or a bit of an embankment anyway, like that. Now what we should be able to do is join those two up perfectly at a pretty decent speed, is what I'm hoping, like that. Yeah, we can fill some of this in and make it look pleasant. Well, this is rather nice, isn't it? Are we ever going to use this? I don't know. Our finances have gone through the roof, guys. That's pleasant. 23 million? We're earning money by building extravagant track layouts. That's nice. There. Do we like that? I don't know about it. I sort of do, because it's different. I do like it, though. There's not much we can do here. We'd be limited. We might need like a crossover on the bridge somewhere, but we could work that out once we know what we're doing with trains heading this way. We might only need it to like cross over there, but it would have to be only on this section, which could make things kind of interesting. It does work. There we go. So yes, we just got to figure out what we're doing. For trains coming across, we could easily have something like that, couldn't we? Going up to the station. Well, we could if it would work. Yeah, but we could definitely have something like that, for instance. So that would work. But coming off here, I mean, you could branch them in that way as well. Do we want to start some signal work yet? Not really. We don't know what we're doing with it, do we? We're just going to try and get up to Montgomery now. So it's all about the climb. Do I want a little tunnel and then we get to this? So we come out the tunnel and it's all fantastic. Well, we're going to go full grade at this point. There we go. A tiny little tunnel. So we get a bit of a mixture in scenery. Yes. Is it too close to what's going on over here? I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's just a wiggly tunnel. Right, let's start climbing, shall we? That's an interesting section right there. Oh yeah, we're in... There's like a little dip, isn't there? So we'd need to curve round, which isn't too bad. And then curve round again. And then we can keep going up. Oh, that's nice. I do like that this piece of track... Oh, can we go under the road like that? That would be kind of nice. I would like to keep this at max speed. If we can go... Oh, come on. You're almost there. It's just not quite, is it? Yeah, that which makes that redundant. But we could send the road over here. Yeah, what are you thinking, man? Oh, yes, pause that. I don't want you to break what's going on. This is your new route. Road. You're going over that bit of tunnel there. Yes, I prefer that. Right, so we need to keep going up here. Are we going to make it up to Montgomery? I think, you know, we are. This is a bit of a climb, isn't it? The Montgomery climb. We'll have to double check in a second. Once we've got up to this part of the grade where we are height-wise. And now, let's try and redraw this. It's going to be a new road. And we're just going to give them small roads for now. Because that's what they were. They're just modern now, aren't they? They're modern small country roads. They still only have a speed limit of 37. Because we want to stay a little bit competitive, don't we? Well, you don't want to go up, do you? You want to be heading down. In fact, if we just draw that... yes, maybe. We want to sort of curve over. Not like that. You're scaring me, game. A lot. You go round like that, and then do we have the the slope to get down? Or are we limited on our roads? We might be a little bit. That's a steep curve. Maybe we should come down by the side of the track here. I think it's just quite steep, isn't it? Yeah, then you can go round that way. And in fact, just go straight up to there. Straighten that up for the bridge. Then you don't need this bit. I like that better. And I guess since we've redone that, I don't like this. I think we can rework that. Oh, this is a broken bridge anyway from the beta. So yeah, we'll redo their bridge. It's going to cost us a bit more. We'll keep at the same height-ish as the rail line. So we don't want to be heading much further down, do we? We're going to have to go straight over there. Well, we've got a road coming off here, so the sooner we straighten up the better, and then we can make a tidy T-junction, can't we? Question is, are you going to make... Oh, we can't fit a ship under there. Or do we... Don't do that. Do we care about boats? They just scare me a lot. I'm going to stay flat up this end and keep it well away from sea level. Transport fever's sea level anyway, so what we'll do is we'll keep this flat and we'll head it round, but we'll make an embankment there and we'll fill this in. Is that a little too high? I'm going to say that's a little too high. Let's modify that just a touch. Something like that is nicer. I want to straighten up to go across the river and flatten it a little bit as well. And can we go across now? And we'll change that to an iron bridge. And we do have access, I believe, underneath there. There we go. We've even got a little bit of room here. So if we did want to have like a little access road underneath on either side, I think it might be possible. So this is going to come off straight. I don't normally mess around with roads, but for some reason I'm feeling it today. Could we do something here then as well? If we do that there, can you head and continue? And then this can come up and meet that up there. But we'll turn that bit into an embankment that's flat. Let's upgrade this road. Why am I doing this? I don't even know what we're using down here. Well, we're giving them, them being the public of the map, a main connection, aren't we? So we might as well spend a little time drawing something that's nice scenery. We might upgrade the road for them at some point as well. So we'll have this come in and just connect like that. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that one's doing. It's just going to continue off that way. Perhaps they'll build another factory off that way. For now, I just want it as some sort of scenery. I like it. Right, now we can connect this back up, can't we? Yeah, you go round as you were. And then you should be able to go from there. You know what we've got enough money for, guys? Let's hit play. Now, have we finished it? Yeah. Official episode. We'll just tidy this bit up. And in fact, we'll throw that right up. Just get that tidied up a little bit around here. So it's supposed to be. There we go. Doesn't look half as bad now, does it? It looks like that's how the terrain was. I would like to do some serious terrain work. Mainly for scenery wise around here. I like that. Do we like that? I kind of do. Yeah, that blends in quite nicely. There we go. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, it might be worth riding a car down there if we get any passenger cars along here. Oh, I love the sound down there. There we go. Yeah, same here. Just blend that in a bit because it didn't look pretty, did it? I mean, we're spending a fortune doing this, but worth it. Official episode wise. There, nice. Right, we've got a lot going on here. This is going to get quite busy, I think. And I don't think we need anything too extravagant signal wise down here. I was half tempted to put a gantry in here, but I don't think we need it. Would that be good enough? Do we need 3? We can't technically get over the other side into there. If we added some sort of crossover here, we could, and then it would make sense. Maybe? Do we need to cross over into there? Yeah, it would be slow, but it would be an option. Until we know what trains are passing through there, this is all immaterial, isn't it? We should just see what we're going to do over here. This is going to run lower. We're going to drop down a little bit and run up that way. We're going to go past all of this. This is going to be freight access for our big freight hub up there. And now, yes, let's check the heights. That's what I said I was going to do. What do you reckon, guys? Just looking at it, let's just look down here. There's our track there. There's Montgomery. I'm going to go for, we'll make it up there with plenty of room as well, without having to like dig down or anything and be sort of at the same height as the city. Well, let's see. What are we at here? 42 meters. And what is, well, let's just pick this bit of road. 83? Well, it's not too bad. We've got a big kind of hilly area running through the middle there, but we're possibly going to run either side of it. We're almost at this dark contour. Now we can either head round that way or continue round this hill and go up that way. I guess it depends how high we are once we get there. Alright, I don't mind that. I think we're going to make that with plenty of room. We might even be able to start knocking off some of this grade as well, depending on what sort of height we get up here. What are we at the moment? 55 meters. We've only got 30 something meters to find, haven't we? I don't mind cutting through all these trees. That's fine. We're at 61 now. Now this is going to make a massive viaduct. Do I mind that? Do we want a massive viaduct there? We could sort of aim better that way perhaps, and it won't be as monstrous. Yeah, we could go sort of that way and keep it flat here. We're at 60 meters if we keep it flat there and have a little viaduct running across here. It's not little, is it? Well, it is. It's okay as a viaduct. Yeah. I sort of like it. It's excessive, but it gives us a little flat section and a viaduct. As long as the slope isn't too bad. I don't think it is it? At 3%, you can't really notice the grade changes, can you? So we're at 60 there. Now we need to start climbing again. I'm risking it a little bit, but I think what we could do is maybe head away from town slightly, go through this part of the hill, possibly, still going up. That's taking us to 70. Nice bit of scenery going on there. Again, we've got Viaduct Central going on. That's not what we need, is it? Yeah, we've got to come out sort of more like that. I guess we could slow the track down, couldn't we? I don't want to head this way because this just drops off and drops off. We could head round here perhaps and make sort of another... that seems excessive. Is that like we're going to make the helix again? Get rid of that track. If you hold your mouse down at the point of deleting a track and then continue it, it will only select track and nothing else. So yeah, there we go. Tip of the day there. If we go that way, we might need to scrub some speed off. Technically, we only need to do 50 at the moment. But if we head that way instead, are we gaining enough height up here to eventually come out? We are. Oh, we are indeed. That sort of works. It does 50. 60 there. 60's kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah, because we could have the station that side of town. We're at 75 meters there. And if we cut that as a bit of a cliff face and we drop this side of it so we can see it over there, and we can see what's going on, and we kind of ride through the hills. I like it. Now we're going to need to continue over that way, because we don't have to be right at town, because town can grow, can't it, and meet up with our station over here. So as long as we start to straighten up here, we're at 82 there. So if we straighten up at this point, and then we send the road underneath, possibly. So we get rid of this again. I know, we keep messing up your main connection. But if we go something like that, and we make a little tunnel, a little bridge, we could have it as a... Oh, not coming out of town though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, dipping under it. I like it. Yeah, let's dip under. We've got plenty of room, haven't we? So let's get our terrain tools. We're going to drop this down just a touch, and hopefully to the point. No, don't smooth it. Wrong one. No official episode. We wanted flattening. I'm going to drop this down a little more, and then we're going to get this there. Just so we can make a bridge is what I'm hoping. Beautiful. Right, but we want it flat. Yes. And we're going to have this one as that going through. And then the main road into Montgomery can be going under the railroad, and then we'll have a big station for Montgomery up there. Have I built that the right side? No, you haven't. But it doesn't matter, technically. Well, it does. Does it? No, I don't like it. We'll have to do some shenanigans down here, and it might not work anymore. What I'm going to do... Oh, we can do it from that point, though. We don't have to get rid of the bridge. Just do it from that point, because there's an unnecessary wiggle just there. And that should reduce the wiggle a little bit. There we go. Yes, like that. And then we've got the big old double track viaduct going down there. See, we've got a bit of money now. Have I done this the same? You just did it on the same side, Gran. We can get rid of that, can't we? And connect these two pieces up, and it should be smoother, is what I'm hoping. No. Now you've done it all sorts of wrong. We want to be heading down there, and then connecting to there. Oh, that is actually a little smoother. There we go, yes. There we go. That I don't mind. It takes a little bit of the cornering out. Do a little S-bend there. I don't think trains are renowned for S-bends. I could be wrong. But we do have a place now to come out here, flat, and build us the connection for Montgomery with their main road heading out here. I like that it dives under. It really does add something to it. We're going to give them a fairly decent road. Maybe we'll start something like this for them, going underneath, depending on whether we can get under there with this type of road. I think we should be able to. There we go. Like that. And then you can curve up and meet town. Yeah. And then the other one, we can take that hump out there, and we can start drawing that for you up to there. That's better. Oh, it's almost like we made it that way. Oh, we did. Isn't that better? I prefer that. Yeah. Smooth that off a touch. Flatten that side a little bit. I don't know what we're doing with it yet. I just wanted it a little bit smoother. We might put that rock face back in though. If we get the flattening tools, we could kind of maybe do something like that. It's unfortunate because it's a bit messy at the sides of the road, but if we do it like that and then do it, we should have a nice gentle, there we go, with a little bit of not cliff face, hill face, rock face. Rock face is better, isn't it? Oh yeah, I like that. This is what you should be spending your money on early on, definitely. Yeah, this is working. It's rather pleasant, isn't it? So there we go. Although we've not added anything in the way of new trains, we can hit play now. We do have the starts of delivery for stone, don't we? Because if we now start actually delivering this stone over to Palmdale's main station, that can take the construction materials all the way up to Montgomery now. So next time out, we're going to build a station. Brilliant. And a new line and more money. And these guys might change to trains, possibly. I think it would make more sense to have a little branch running there, even triple track this so it doesn't interfere, just to give it a bit more action around here. And since we can afford it now, let's tidy this up. That's not how it's supposed to look. Oh, that's better. Ah, yes. That makes me happier. We're going to do some better road work around here as well, but for now we're just going to tidy it up a little bit so it's not as terrible. There we go, it's settled in a bit. We should upgrade this road, shouldn't we, for at least our vehicles anyway. There we go, something like that for you. It doesn't really matter, our trucks can't meet the speed, but I would like to. Let's get us a... oh, come on, click on it. Let's get us a level crossing in here, shall we? 16k. Better. There we go. Right, guys. Before we finish, we need to put this signal in, don't we? I'll quickly do that, and then we'll head off and ride one of our trains. We just need something like this, two-way, a little bit closer to the main line. There we go. We could have one that way. Yeah, sure. We'll have one that way as well. I mean, they could be dwarf signals, really. But mainline signal will do. Right, guys, we're just leaving the steel mill behind us, and we're heading back past Palmdale. So I'll leave you for a little ride on this. Quite a bit has changed, hasn't it, lately, around Palmdale. Quite a bit more has changed behind us, heading up to Montgomery. I'm going to save that for, well, we have to save it for when we've got a train on it, because nothing runs up there. But what I'm hoping is we get a construction materials train running up there, which will be flatbeds, won't it? Taking... is it flatbeds? We'll have to look. It could be boxcars as well. But yeah, we'll create that. We'll get some stone delivered up to Montgomery. We'll get us a... possibly we could think about passengers as well, because that would connect Palmdale and Montgomery. Would have to think about how we can work that out. Lots to do. And hopefully what we'll do is make us a fortune as well. It should be quite the payday delivering construction materials all the way up to Montgomery. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.